Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel once again. I hope you enjoyed my previous video where I was sharing my personal experience to just make you appreciate the importance of evidence-based decision making and policy making, of course. And in that video, I promised that I'll share some ideas on how we can enhance engagement, timeliness, and accuracy in evidence-based policy and decision making. So today I'll touch on that, and I hope it will be helpful. But please share your ideas or your comments as well so that we all learn together. What is evidence to begin with? Evidence are facts or information indicating that the proposal you're saying or the opinion is true. So you need to have facts that confirm what you're proposing or what you're saying or your opinion is accurate. So you need to have tangible information to confirm the truth of what you recommend or what you're saying. And when you're able to identify accurate issue or the accurate need, it's the very important step to make sure that you are also proposing the right remedy or the right treatment. So in terms of a company, for instance, you have to understand the needs, confirm that those needs exist, and that you can do through research, of course, and also studying existing programs to see the outcome or the impact of what you're already doing. So there are program-specific data from what you're doing, but it's also important to understand general needs, because by understanding needs maybe which are not addressed at that moment, you are able now to bring new ideas. If it's a business, to bring in new products or services. If it's in a government setting, you are able to address issues that are affecting the well-being. So the very important thing to do first is to accurately diagnose the issue or the need. And that is done through, of course, research. And I've said, if you already have an existing program, it's data that come from monitoring and evaluation of existing programs. And you can also go as far as doing general analysis of what are external and internal issues. Some people use a tool that is called SWOT analysis, pest analysis. All of those help you to gather information, to understand what is taking place in your environment, what are the issues. But again, most of the time, companies, maybe even governments, find themselves addressing many issues. And when you address many issues, you lose the focus and you overspend on things that are not producing the most significant impact. So it's very important as you do your assessment of issues or needs to focus on underlying causes. If it's at a government setting, what are the poverty root causes? If it's at a company setting, what issues are you trying to address? What are your products and services trying to address? What is the actual need? How is the market? Is there competition? So that you're able to position yourself clearly. So it depends on the setting. If it's within government setting, you really have to understand what are the poverty root causes, because you're focusing to enhance the well-being. And if you're not careful, you'll find yourself addressing so many issues or producing so many products, and then they're not effective, or you're spending so much and you're not getting the right results. So it's very, very important to understand underlying issues or underlying needs. And then you know that those underlying needs, most of the time when you address them well, they have a significant impact. Let me give an example. This is just from my personal point of view. Sometimes you may see in a society, you see family violences, you see crime, you see many other dysfunctional behaviors. And then you may address all of those issues independently, but until you get to understand the underlying issues, you may end up be firefighting. For example, what I've just said, those issues that I've just mentioned, family violence. What could be the issues? For instance, this is just general comments. I'm not saying these are real reasons, but those are my general comments and opinion. When you see family issues, you have to look at the poverty issues. Are those conflict poverty driven? Or are those issues driven by the lack of cultural value and norms? So it's very important to see what is the underlying cause, what is the bottom line, what is the underlying issue. Spend money to address the underlying issues, because that will have a significant impact. That will affect many other issues that sometimes we address them independently. So I'm emphasizing on this because when we find ourselves addressing many issues, sometimes we fail to see the bigger picture, and we fail to have a focus and end up spending so much for things that don't produce the expected outcome. So when you understand the problem, you are able to now provide the accurate treatment or the accurate remedy. And how do you know what you have provided in terms of a remedy, in terms of a treatment, is accurate? You do confirm that you have provided the accurate remedy or treatment through outcomes or results that come out of a program, if it's a program. Or in my previous video, I told you about my child who was sick. By giving the right treatment in terms of medication, and you see a child improving, you'd say this is the right treatment. So in a government setting, when you initiate the right programs that address the needs, the root causes, the actual issues, underlying issues, then you start to see results. Then you can confirm the programs that you have put in place are accurate. So how do you know that? There must be a strong monitoring and evaluation system. In most institutions, you'd see most of them doing monitoring, reporting what is happening, but no one comes back and say the impact, the change you have seen, and what causes this change, so that you even invest further on that change. So not just monitoring, but you also evaluate to confirm change has happened and what really triggered those changes. So there must be strong monitoring and evaluation system that give that feedback, that confirm to you the programs that you have put in place are accurate because they are producing the right result. But then there must be timeliness in providing that feedback so that you're able to invest further or confirm that you are getting the right results or address issues if there are issues. So these are program-specific data that confirm that something is working. But again, you confirm by engaging the beneficiaries. I think I've said this throughout my videos. By engaging the beneficiaries, you're also able to confirm that, because they'll tell you, my life has changed. I can see things have improved. Or if it's a company setting, those you're trying to serve, they will tell you, this product is good. It's producing the results I want. So engagement to confirm if what you're doing is right or not right. So that timeliness and the swiftness I was talking in my previous video, we can achieve that really through technology that allow us to have the connection, that enhanced connectivity between the policymakers, the beneficiaries, and those who are doing analysis, evaluation, and monitoring. So having the right tools. These days there are many tools. You can just search and see what are the right tools that can help to do proper monitoring and evaluation of your program. Again, engagement, as I've said, is key. We have seen, especially during Corona time, that you can still engage people even when you're at home, even when you're far apart, through technology. So those are things that can be enhanced. But again, technology helps us to do thorough analysis of data and timely. And this helps because you're able to confirm the results timely. So people must be engaged when you're establishing the strategies, and people must be engaged to confirm results. What should we have in place to enhance policy and decisions that are evidence-based? In short, I would say we must have the technology really that help us, as I've said, to engage, to analyze, to connect and share the feedback timely, to do the data analysis, to formulate the right policy and strategies, and again, to monitor and evaluate programs that are already in place. And all this information, the feedback, will help to enhance policy and decision making. So really, if I have to emphasize, I would say there must be capacity, and of course there must be willingness to use data that are produced, and the technology must be enhanced so that we can strengthen evidence-based policy making and decision making. So thank you for watching. This has been a very short video. I hope it makes sense. Ask me questions if I've not answered what I said I will. And please subscribe, and see you soon. Thank you very much.